Welcome to Magnolia Upgrade 2. Let's just get started here. All right. Not even sure which one to start with. I guess let's start with the smaller ones, right? Get the big ones for later. Okay, so this first magnificence is this analog delay. This, in a way, replaces Memory Boy and the Americi. This actually is made so you could take in a line level signal, believe it or not. I don't know much about it. I haven't really looked at the manual or anything like that, but I'm quite interested to see how this sounds versus what I've had before. So this is one of the units that will be joining, one of the first units that will be joining Magnolia, okay? Pretty solid piece. I'm just gonna put it here and have it there for a little bit. Okay, so we have low and high pass filter from the broadzone. Hopefully I'm pronouncing it right. The interesting part is that I already have a low and high pass filter from using the resonant filter EQ, but I didn't know that. So in a way, I'm trying to see if maybe I could use these two and then see if maybe there's a way to splice somewhere the resonant filter EQ. I have a couple of ideas, but just in case it gets redundant, I might sell it. Okay, just these two little dudes. They're going to be sandwiched between the two valves. All right, so these are two filters. This could actually be really cool if we were to go symmetrical here, which probably won't be possible. I mean, it could be possible, but it's not exactly how it's supposed to be. But man, this looks great. Let me just show you guys what I'm talking about. Just take a look at this marvelness. Isn't that cool? That looks sweet. That looks like, I don't know, it looks like an organ. I mean, not organ, but the one it's in church. Okay, guys, so two filters and an analog delay. All right, this one is from Perfect Circuit. Thank you very much. Let's just discount it. It would have cost probably additional like $200-300 just to import this. But man, am I excited about this. Okay, I've been waiting for this moment my whole life. Technically need this, but we could use this for... Okay, this is really neat. Now some of you could already recognize the little like a tape here, but of course it is another auto. I don't know how, again, it's one of those French things that you can never pronounce. Basically I call this auto, so this is going to be a reverb from auto. Okay, this will take a little bit to go through. All right, Miss Bam. This actually kind of sounds cool, Miss Bam. Please don't judge me for naming it that way. It smells new. No, seriously, it smells like it's just been painted. So I'm hoping that this has just a little bit more to offer, maybe a little bit of a variation. But just working with the warming unit, I think is just exciting to work with. It's very hands-on. So I was really looking forward to this. I would love to complete the set with the delay. But yeah, this will be joining this rack here. Next, we have this box here. So some of you might be already kind of having an idea of what this could be, especially if you work in audio or have done something like experimental routing. So this could give you already an idea where we're heading. By mix to one from radio, it has like 2 inputs and just a single output. And we could connect XLR or 1/4 inch. We have outputting here with a balanced, and I believe this is balanced. Should be balanced. So we'll experiment with this. This is something that they tried to deliver to me. They were like, "Here's your box." Like seriously, like right in front of the door. Like, here's your box, but you cannot have it until you pay import duties. Just right off the bat, like caution, no center negative power. It says here, the pedal doesn't like it, and it makes them smoke. And the smoking is bad for their health. What? If you do inadvertently plug your pedal into a center negative power supply, then contact the effector rod, your pedal can be repaired. I've been pronouncing it actually incorrect, so it's an effectrode. So effector pedals do not like drinking either. If a beer or booze is accidentally spilled, disconnect the power immediately and contact effectrode for advice. Amazing. And we have another manual that needs to be at least looked at. Present to you, Your Majesty, leveling amplifier. And here I have leveling amplifier from Effectrode. Hopefully Effectrode, I pronounce your name correctly because I've been calling you effector rod. I still like effector rod a little bit more, so I might just call this effector rod. It looks very similar to the Blackbird, and it even has probably the similar outputs. Very, very interesting device. This is based on the famous, I believe, like it's called LA-1A leveling amplifier. Okay, so it's not exactly that unit. It doesn't have that much, doesn't have that same headroom, but at the same time, it is interesting to see what it could do to the sound, especially when we route it creatively, and you'll see what I mean once we get to routing. All right, let me just sit down for a second on my high horse. Those are the new additions to Magnolia. All right, that's basically what we're working with. I'm quite excited, especially like with the idea I have, and maybe I kind of walk you through what exactly I'm talking about. So in the last episode, I said that I want all that thought because that I'm going to be parting ways with this. I'm not ready yet. I think this sounds delicious. So what I was thinking is to do a parallel. On one end, on the amp side, I have this punchy sound, which I could combine with the Boost EQ, because Boost EQ also rolls off low-end frequencies. And on the other side, I have Blackbird. Hopefully you guys could see it. Just pull it out. All right, on the other side, I have Blackbird. Actually, yeah, so that's one side. And the other side is actually a straight sound from the guitars, from the entire rack, going directly into the mix. 2-1. And the way it's going here is we outputting from here a guitar out into the input, and from leveling amplifier we're splitting it into 2 paths. The guitar out is going into the amp channel, and then the balanced goes into the mixer. The idea is that by doing this, we are preserving the low end from the whole structure. And then from this end, we are injecting this like huge mid-range, or basically we're like injecting that punch. With that, this also helps fix the phasing issues. So I believe if you were to connect through the amp into the mixer and have this parallel, you might cancel the sound. So this is exactly why I got this, because it helps us click on that button that says invert polarity, and that should help us out. Will this work? I have no idea. Is it worth a try? Yes, it is, and it's fun. So for this second iteration of Magnolia, this is exactly what we're going to be doing. Sounds good? So let's do that first, and then we'll work on everything else. Okay, so I'm kind of just starting with this extremely quiet sound coming from the amp side. As you can see, the volume needs to go all the way up. I wonder why. I wonder if it's a cable situation. One of the devices here should correct this. All right, so we're going to mono here. Let's see. All right, well, that we did. So why the hell would we need a mixer here if we just did that? Let's say I would like to have a mixer. So let me go from here. If this pops, I'm gonna be pissed. Okay, we should technically get the same sound, the same loudness, at least. Not quite, right? Interesting. So when this goes here, it's even quieter. It's like two distinct sounds, but it's nothing close to having this cable here. I wonder what's happening though. Okay, at least we know that it's working. So how about we hook up this thing now? They're working. Hold up. So channel, this is this channel, and this is the balanced out from here. Question is, why do I need this if I could just go straight to the mixer like this? I don't understand one thing is that these two knobs, they don't seem to work at all. No matter what I'm doing, it's just silent. Again. We had this one balanced, right? I'm gonna go ahead and mute balanced. Hook up to this output. Okay, technically we have a guitar out into here, and we should be probably within the same range of a sound. But let's see. And there it is. It only works on the guitar out, which is a shame. Okay, boost doesn't work. It's useless knob unless you switch to boost. It is working, but not exactly how I thought it's going to be working. Let's see here. So I'm just plugging in the iBox, hoping that this will be helpful. We're running the iBox right now. Much better. So far, I'm still a little bit confused, but I reduced the volume on the reamp. I also reduced the volume here, and it seems like when I work with this peak reduction and compensate, it does sound pretty good. So for example, I have this unit working, but I'm gonna bypass it as well, and we'll hear the two side by side. So this is with, and this is without. Okay, so it's maybe hard to perceive, but I could already maybe I'll appreciate it. This is probably the first time I actually was going to say this, but this sounds a little bit interesting. It takes a little bit maybe to just kind of understand whatever's happening here, but it is subtly making music not just louder, but it's also a little bit like cleaner, I would say. If I were to kill this sound right now, we should technically have duller sound here. See, it's a little muddy. Okay, and the same thing if I were to kill the low end. It's working. Not just, it sounds amazing. Clipping a little bit. Let's try actually with the distortion here. Let's go to Forgive Anyone. I think that this is going to be something that will actually sound good, but it is. but I'm just kind of amazed that this is something that I've picked up. Like, I did not plan on building this way. I had an idea of creating an effects pedal rack, and then slowly by learning and making mistakes, I somehow landed in this world. So we're done with the first part. It's working. It's fantastic, and it sounds incredible. Hope you were able to kind of see side by side or hear side by side. And the next thing we're going to go to is this interesting setup that I got with valve, plasma, and 2 filters, and we'll take a look how that sounds. And if we have time, we're going to come back to the valve that I butchered first and then adjust the knobs on there and see maybe we could make it worse. Oh, sensitive.